The goalkeeper was right position. Just got the ball started on the back side, but the center referee on the whistle appropriately. The big referee, the mouth of the center stage. Free kick. GTC. The man with the Molotov cocktail. Fire bomb. Trying. Enitonnia. Enitonnia Bass City. With that lunch. A nice chance to drop. A nice spread of the ball there. I can see Brandon doing tiki-taka movement. That man is just meandering like a smooth criminal. Oh my goodness. Friend, I would just allow him to do that. That was a very defensive thing there. Wriggling and twiddling, getting back to jersey number 3. Center referee. The big man. Trying to see what's happening there. Player is down from the Enitonnia side. Just pray for quick resilience. The Oldboys are about to make stuff before the cacophony now with the ambidextrous finger. Everywhere Sakarakum, you know? Everywhere tinka, sa.
Here on the end to the side, we have on our team list the Fire Gunaya. We have Ibizaki, Japoligoni, Wisdom, Kalangu, Iselema, Briggs, Hope Beresima, Solomon Akadu, Kaka Chinda, to bring Ibinabo, Dennis Irene, Soiko Gumanka, Diego. And on the bench we have the likes of Amaria Tamno, Dumlade Sunday, Pray Alasia, West Tokobo and Tokobo, Pray. And on the list of Govt Technical College DTC, we have Emmanuel Asuko, number 1, Kulea Jakes, Abayo John, number 9, 11 jerseys, Fred Blackie Ogwa. We have number 5 jersey, Eddie Karibo, Ibarakuma Otomo, number 10 jersey, Emmanuel Dada, number 14, number 4 jersey, Bomakiri, Sampo George. Sampo George is there with number 7 jersey, Isela Lawrence, Rotimi Yawi. They all started this game. And on the bench we have Raphael, Samuel Inda, Imeolo, Eze Chme, Erasmus Samuel, Buke Tuoso, Emmanuel Ishmael, Tekela Obasosa.
That's the game now.
The dangerous man, the GTC man are just coming out in a pace. I can see how they're moving the ball, spreading the ball around like a super pass play among themselves there. And on the man like a dangerous Sam Paul in the middle. And he took now with the ball. Nice spread. What can they do? Wiggling and twiddling. The nice telepathy movement there. Zenda. Oh, but the Zenda is nowhere connected. And the 100 foot.
Throwing the GTC. Man, I was just doing it like them area boys.
That was an interception there, throwing coming to the GTC. Oh, can see this man looking like Senator Incident. God is my Baba. A long one. Center referee seeing everything clearly with his Hegel's eyes. What a microscopic view. The man with the analog VAR. I can see my chief there, Chief Ozigi Zaga, aka Ozigi Zakuz. You're welcome. I see you. These are the men. F. George. Everywhere is F. George. You can see our ladies of substance from the
Enitonnia. Enitonnia with the ball. Can see them just get the ball spread around from the right flank now. That was a defensive pin. Number 10 is something here, but the big man will just allow him do that. The big man at the back, look at this man from the right flank, taking it deep there. I want to take it taka. Oh, Enitonnia dispossessed. Danger Roxy Max man. Looks like a sniper there. I'll take those events and will not just allow him chink in properly. I think this match is really interesting. The tip-off the game is high, the electrifying, intensifying moments. The pitch of play. The evil boys thrilling us with their wonderful sound. Soccer at its best. Enitonnia dispossess the central referee Sander Westhill. Sagacious man making sagacity of jurisprudence with his big whistle. 12. Enitonnia from the left flank taking it deep here. Tego, they call in the target backman. Dispossess was an infringement there, says the central referee. What an euphoric cacophony from that drum sound. That was just the first. Enitonnia goalkeeper get hold of that. Communicating with his big man at the backside. A long lunge. It's just the drop. GTC trying to put their center. But I think not just getting it well there. Invades one of the toughest riots of our time. Enitonnia versus GTC. Diego lost that throwing. The grass center man. Was a crafty pass there. The tall man will not allow that apple there. Angle very much around the crepe de la crepe. The man above the salts.
Yeah, like the man they call great man of our time. Kuki Olani Salami, Director, Youth Sports, Culture and Women Affairs. Like I see, this is Aonda Imoni, one of our great directors, very much around, of Culture and Women Affairs, NDDC. And also, Mrs. Isi Ibuya, very much around.
What is Sokahigi Yaga
Taka.
just putting a devastating moment from the displays here. Indeed, another Rivera Saga, Boom Gaga, Tua Gaga. Oh my gosh. The more you look, the less you see it. It's happening live. Enitonnia men. I just got that one for themselves there. Enitonnia 1, GTC yet to come.
Yes, sir. So we're having a swell time here. I can see my brothers of the NDDC. But the just is very much around. Good man of our time. Don't forget the great man, the brother man, Isaac Biesaya, very much around too. I can see the officials, ably headed by Engineer Thomas Alabare of Purwala Global Promotions and the chairman of the Grassroots Sports Initiative Program. Big up to you. Hey, best center, transformative leader, coming to that dedicated to the growth and advancement of the Niger Delta. And we're saying it's sports now. What I was saying about that. All right. We're not walking alone here. We're walking with some array of stars from the media. MC Soye very much around. Michel Gagogo, aka Sani Fumo. We are in the right microphone to them after this match for the second semi-finals. I can see Abeki is with us now. It was coordinated that. Yeah, let's go here. This is a football match. The first semi-final match as Enitonnia School. We're here, number 9 jersey for inside the GTC. That's the sample judge. And the Enitonnia High School is on the lead now. Great moments. A thrilling experience. Really, the commission is making a difference. Right about now, the first semi-final of this great tournament.
Thiago, a long one, seeing this man clearly. Coming in antique. What a nice spread of the ball.
What an impact being felt by all of us here thus far. Has been a pace setter and transformative leader, a great man of our time, very proactive and focused, a man of proven integrity and accountability. I'm talking about the managing director of the NEDC, Sam Owoko, PhD. Big up to and your management. More graceful elbows. There's a total vision of the new WW White Old School Secondary Football / Athletic Tournament. I couldn't imagine you've seen the ladies, and then the girls, now ladies, they perform very well. And you can see the Amazons for different schools. What's the take on that?
You know, to putting out these, to try to revision the minds of the veterans, the youths, the Simesena and Comprende Sandu, an elder mind is to be an elder body. You know, not just being in the office, all work and no play, make sharp it all boy. I think bringing them out, they have to decide themselves, that's another thing for the body. So much kudos to the MD, NEDC, Sam Owoko, PhD, such a man. I think this man is just doing endless, so outstanding, outclassing in his philanthropist attitude.
Well, we'll give a pat on the back to the managing director. We have some great staff of the youth and sports. departments that are very much around here to be part of this project. They have contributed immensely with their managing director, and we have to really commend them for a job well done.
Okay, nice job. I think the first half come to an end there. So the boatmen fight tremendously. The GPC men are out for them. The Enitonnia out there, as Elliot told us here. When we are poised, this is how we do it. That's why I think this is the first half of this wonderful encounter between Enitonnia and GTC. Let's see what will happen in the second half there, if they can come back and make a difference here. It's indeed a good fight for the both sides. Never you forget, this riot will continue in the second half. Thank you. Michelle.
Sure. Okay, thank you so much, Akuna Matata, veteran of our time, Mr. Microphone himself, Sir Unpredictable for those incisive and enterprising commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we are only at IDPS of the NDDC, bringing to us the 3rd edition of the new WWI Old Secondary School Football Tournament and Athletics Meet. It has never been this good in the Niger Delta. Niger Delta sees dividends of development, courtesy of the MDCEO, a man that has set the pace, talking about a very committed, dedicated trailblazer in the person of Chief Samuel Obuku, PhD, our dynamic leader. Of course, we all are witnesses on this auspicious day, 18th day of December in the year of our Lord, 2025. So far so good. We have seen the first semi-finals between Govt Technical College, GTC, locking us with the oldest secondary school in this side of the world, in Enitonnia High School. In the very first leg between Enitonnia and Govt Comprehensive Secondary School, we saw the University beating the Govt Comprehensive School, where we saw the SA on security to the MDCEO in the person of Honorable Chief Honorable Bara Otobo, Spirit first blood. He has been so central to the achievement of the GTC side. And if you think about the athletics meets done by the ladies, the GTC side too, they have been doing so well. So once again, I want to say a big thank you to the MDCEO of the Niger Delta Development Commission. Not also forgetting the Director of Youth, Sport, Culture and Women Affairs in the person of Barrister Koji Olani Salami. another top directors here whose name I will be keeping you abreast with shortly. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, football lovers and enthusiasts, this competition has come to stay and the gates of hell shall never prevail. I must also pour some encomiums on the LOC, talking about the Great Minds Grassroots Development and Sports Initiative. They have been worthy soldiers, being worthy tools in the hands of the NDDC to make sure this competition sees the light of day. Of course, just to tell you, on Tuesday at the government-approved secondary school, most of the participants were on ground where a medical outreach was done to examine the health status of almost all the participants. We had their blood pressure was checked, sugar level 2 was also checked, and also a proper examination of their well-being was done as a way to forestall any kind of medical emergency or contingency. The medical outreach done on Tuesday was not just for the participants, it was also done for everybody that we are on ground to make sure, of course, this competition seems seamless. That is why you've not seen any sort of casualty so far. The NDDC paying premium attention to the welfare in health, in every sense of its endeavor, making sure everybody is being carried along. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, to all the participating schools. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to be keeping you abreast with the matches we've seen so far and how it has gone. Don't forget, Baptist High School, they happen to be the defending champions of the first and second edition. And this is the third edition. And Baptist High School, just to let you know, the very first 2 editions they won it without winning any match in regulation time. They took all their matches to penalties. They have had a trademark of tactically, technically and intentionally taking games to penalties because they have been practicing that, and we saw them do it again. Of course, we have Director of Culture and Women Affairs here present in the person of Madam Awuna Imuni. You're welcome, ma'am. Vivacious personality, beauty with brains, and she's sitting side by side in synergy with our Director in charge of Youth, Sports, Culture, and Women Affairs. Talking about Barrister Okoji Olani Salami.
And also we want to recognize Mrs. Ese Iguya, very much around too.
Of course, I want to say a big thank you to the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Women Affairs and all their staff members in that ministry for making sure this laudable initiative comes to light, because without them we won't be here, we won't be handling the microphone. I will say thank you, thank you, thank you. this project is fully bankrolled by the NDDC. I want to say big thank you to the MD, CEO of the NDDC, Chief Samuel Obuku, who has been a game changer, a trailblazer, a transformative kangaroo.
Enitonnia just got a victory ahead of their opponent, but 1 goes to nothing. Let's see if the GTC men can just come back as they used to do in the old days. The long one, the chest the drum. That was a brilliant try, magnificent pass to Mali. Look at this man there! Oh no! And say, they see Star raising the flag, they see him running through. Offside rock, says the center referee. Liverpool.
Yeah, it's indeed an offside call there from the air to the other one, talking about Mr. Ebitini. And now GTC on the tendency for number 14 jersey. Going straight, but then having also our own final style. Representing Enitonnia High School, Edwin Ayawo Chima, who is also a member of Nigeria Referee Council. And now Sample George, the member of the Trinity Georgia, with that indecent cross there. He pushes forward there, bringing it back there, but the goalkeeper there has that one as a good one there. And now he's been GTC fighting to come up the 1 goal deficit there. That young man with the backing pass there, remember, he played for Sharks and also played for Rivers United when it was merged together. And now GTC beautiful from the midfield there. Rafa spread the ball around there, the protecting captain there waiting for the ball. He's so patient, but that ball there was still away from them. And I will be on the counter press, having Enitonnia there on the tendency. A positive at the far extreme there maybe. I may be out of a GR box there. Trying to bring it in there, but trying to go back again. The Italian and trying to go straight with an swinger. That man there, right from the ball there. It is! What a build-up happening with that.
That was a brilliant combo and a magnificent finish there. What a super passing play from the Enitonnia side, sinking the ship of the GTC side into best ocean. What an Otoro Pharaoh saga. Kumgaga Tuagaga.
That's football at extreme. Wonderful ball there from Dennis. Scoring big man on big occasion. Putting up that good one there. Good build-up there from this Enitonnia High School. Enitonnia, remember, putting on right on YGTC, who won the first game convincingly by 2 goals to nothing, are yet to score a goal.
Liverpool must tell us here, the Enitonnia side, indeed there is fire on the mountain, but they are just running rightly there, taking on their opponent like never before. This is so offensive, defensive, aggressive, impressive and oppressive. The man moves like the water. You can see the dangerous movement there. Rotate and rebels. Oh my goodness, these men are coming again. Oh my goodness. Enitonnia spreading the ball like coronavirus among themselves. What a nice spread of the ball there. A tiki-taka team. Enitonnia, red and white. Dispossess. GTC, the man with the Molotov cocktail. Now to the middle. The dangerous man. What can he do now? Look at this man. This man has just tried to reply that, but couldn't just get the Arsenal ready for them. That would have been a blitzkrieg strike there. GTC, the man we used to know, the Grab Center people. What can they do in their Arsenal? Bringing on their missiles. Let's see what to pay. Let's see what to pay this man. Trying to make that continuation there. Oh my gosh, what a strike.
Yeah, that was the football strike there from GTC. You know, when they're trying to put their house together, they still have the Enitonnia compounding to their woes. So far, it's still more precarious for the GTC side. You know, I want to spot out something. You know, they are actually having 1-man play up front, Abinamutata, and that is Honorable Bada Otobo, and that is really not too good. Having a defender like Abobo, throwing about 6 feet long, about your same height as you, Abinamutata, and we all know this man actually play football professionally and somehow appear much younger. It will be so difficult for Honorable Bada Otobo to beat this man, because we all know Abobo as a very die-hard defender. I think for them to actually get out of this, they have to reject the team, revitalize the team, perhaps inject more strength at the final third for them to pull us at least 1 goal, maybe make a comeback.
things fall apart. The center cannot hold. GTC trying to regroup themselves, but Enitonnia still pressing so hard, bringing more trouble to them. What a bamboozled moment there. Oh my goodness, the Enitonnia side are really pressing so hard from the left to the right flank, but the left side are just making it so deep and difficult for the GTC side. The more they look, the less they are seeing. Let's see if the GTC side could just come out a dramatic comeback here.
I think GTC lost their craftsmanship, and that's the reason why the ship is sinking. They've lost their craftsmanship, and their ship is rightly sinking. What about you there? Sunfly. That's every time Tim Maria was there. But then, Ababo, rightly positioned there to remain the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be pleased to tell you that we have also, to create this epoch-making day, the presence of Sir Hextree. Sir Hextree, he is the CEO of ID Texture. Sir Hextree, you're welcome. Nice having you around here. Once again, it's the game between the first semi-final game between Enitonnia High School in red and white jersey against GTC in blue and white. The blue and white jersey. And so far, it's 2 goals to the credit. 2 goals to the credit of the Enitonnia High School. And being so resolute in their duties, all departments are working very, very tenaciously. And that's the reason they're not giving room for complacency. And try to get that one there to manage even but then it fall back like a windfall to this Enitonnia High School. The Dimitri midfielder, the Mali, I call him Ogo Bebeto. GTC now, Sample George, the younger brother to Splitty George. Gets it there, Splitty their man there. That man right at the judge. It's your boss there. Let's see who is going to locate. That's why I said, Hakuna Matata. They need to inject more strength at the final third. We saw Hadama has that ball there, looked upward, but couldn't find any man arriving to get that ball for him to shoot.
I must tell also the GTC side are really in a state of incommunicado here. I think the passes are not just well spread like the Enitonnia. This man is something else. He's regularly and traveling. Just spreading the ball there. Number 2 Chelsea, man, what can he do? Try to make a negotiation there. He's going to make a nice delivery there. That was a brilliant one, but right in the hands of the goalkeeper. I think this man has just played so deep there, but not just making it easy for their opponent there. Grab center. It's a little movement there. Oh, look at this man. But a brilliant stop from that target defender, not just allowing that ball penetrate there. Never you forget, I think, in the BHS side, the Baptiste High School, we'll be seeing our indefatigable and formidable coach, Coach PC. Coach PC happened to be one of the top-notch coach in this tournament, coaching the Baptiste High School there.
Yeah, Coaching the BC, Ejika, on the quest for their third in a row, having won this competition back to back, and now in a bid to actually defend the title. They actually have won. And there's one striking thing about this PHS. They are indeed have won this competition without winning a match in a regular play, as we are told by Mitchell, who actually gave us that hot streak about PHS. Meanwhile, so in the field of play in the first semi-final game between Enitonnia High School in white and red jersey and GTC. GTC fighting to the nail to come up this 2 goal deficit, but then time is gradually taken out. Time is of the essence. Is GTC going to, design a kind of a craft that will help them sink the ship of this Enitons? I don't think so. I don't think so.
That is what they target to this match. This moment as Clash of the Titans. You see Poseidon fighting with his brother Hades. Let's see how it goes there. The Enitonnia side are not just rest. They are just pressing and pressing and pressing. They are not tired of doing what they know how to do best there. But in the game of soccer, anything can happen. No, sometimes what you expect is not what you get. It is not over until the referee final ways to. Because anything can happen. This man can regroup, come back, and just get a dramatic goal here. Enitonnia pressing so hard from the byline, from the right flank. Oh, that was his Darius pass on the Android phone. Oh my gosh! Oh, what is happening? No.
Good football, Hakuna Matata. Football at Hextree. I did best there all from the tables of Enitonnia High School. I wish Timo Piki is around here. He will be setting the whole place ablaze. Honestly.
that pass was a Bluetooth well connected.
Yeah, that's the center of
Bluetooth well connected. It's a Darius pass from the Android phone, like text messages, you know, just getting the ball rightly. But then that would have just been a pusher strike. They never did it well. Food is ready pass, but making the food sour.
Yeah, back to the field of play. It's still so precarious for the GTC, who's on a good note, and their women also on a good note. But it's not all. It is not how well it began. It matters on how it all ended. You know, when I had a media party at the end of the first game they had, come out victoriously against. Indeed, it was a convincing win against their opponent in the first game, and I had a little media party with their captain, and he told me they are evenly poised to actually give a tough fight. The new infusion there, Indian Justice Solomon, aka Govt, coming in there. The fantastic captain for Enitonnia, going solo, he breaks it, being stylish there, and that man one time this, one time that, penetration there, he gives it a pass, and I'm going to see that one, he pushes it far beyond his reach, pushing the ball far beyond his reach. There is something very, very striking I just want to speak about. You know, the referee, you can see how he runs to and fro, never tiring. I must say, indeed, he's a referee, and by virtue of being a referee, indeed, he is very, very, very active and is fit for this game, despite being a veteran in this business.
That is when the player is just down there, seeing the center referee get close to that player there to see what is just happening. Oh my goodness, I think the big man is communicating with the center referee. The player is big and the center referee is big. Oh my gosh, I think they should understand themselves very well there. The player just get resilience. We just thank God for that. You know, in our society today, most of the common therapy for this is a pure water tea from synagogue.
Pure water. But in this case, we have a fully equipped medical team. You can see the Hayas. That's the Hayas. Is it the ambulance or Hayas? I don't know which one.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we have Hayas, we have ambulance. So put me right. I stand corrected.
That's
okay.
Funny.
You can see
that's
that well equipped. And the funny thing about, you know, the biggest thing about this competition is that there was a medical test, which was done not only for the participating teams, for the players, also for everyone. Here we saw lots of persons within the neighborhood from various news and Port Harcourt also attended. That's to tell you, it's a milestone achieved under the leadership of our own big boss, Chief Dr. Sam Ibukuru. Remember, it is the third edition of new WWE White Old School Secondary Football Athletics Tournament 2025, and we are really having a swell time. The voice we hear have been the voice of MC Liverpool, Regiment 907, Soccer Commotion Crew, and Hakuno Matata. That's Honorable Bara Otobo standing behind the ball. He's the dangerous marksman. He hasn't scored a goal. Could it be the reason why they haven't scored?
You know, during the days, their youthful age, their riot age, you know, when they are rioting, this GTC can come back and get their kids back. You understand? So anything can happen. You cannot just beat GTC and go and rest. You must fight till the end. You know you have won the game. So there is no resting moment for Enitonnia. They need to walk till the end.
Yeah, so to say, respect water. Kilomatata without one there. And the money, that's the most Muslim player. But then, he's not size. Govt. And tendency one to situation there. Govt was unmarked. He was unmarked. That's the body check on him, and there's going to be an infringement.
Govt was trying to meander and maneuver for that target player. I think we'll not just allow Govt shake him properly, because Govt is a dangerous sniper. If Jigore should get there to the 18-yard ball, it's going to be a pusher strike.
You know, the big boys team are all gone out, and big boys team still remain in the competition. I saw Engineer Purawo Justice telling by the flag and the additional instruction when they were playing their own match to tell you that indeed stakes are high, emotions are high also. You know, old boys. That I can say it. I know he wants to respond to this. That's Engineer Purawo Justice. I don't know why he couldn't play in this edition, but then I saw how he was acting as though he is the assistant referee. Sorry, the assistant coach. Indeed. Sir, unpredictable, you need to say something concerning Engineer Purawo Justice and how he was fidgeting. He was so nervous by the flanks when they were down by 1-0.
Yeah, after he know he has the spirit of sportsmanship. It's all over.
Always there's always a picture and there's always a backwards thing. And so, no doubt about that, we still have some editions to go. This is football at its best, and it is Enitonnia High School, walloping GTC. 2 goals to nothing. And I can see Capito Fantastic, Bara, Honorable Bara. Oh, what a miss. What a miss there. Remember, this is the first semi-final match of this tournament. We're expecting another one. When the chips are down, we'll know the winners of this. Baptist High School will be locking out with Stella Maris College in the second semi-finals. And that's the picture we're trying to paint now. It's all over here in this match, Liverpool.
Yeah, ID texture. Good to have the president and minister, Sir Hickstry. You're welcome. 2 goals to Enitonnia, the Enitonnia High School. Enitonnia High School putting on white and red jersey. And having GTC, who began on a clean note, on a good spirit. And the first game, they were the one that had the first game against a C school of Isaka. Where they were locked their opponent by 2 goals to nothing. Indeed, Hakim Matata, that match being the first of the matches we had earlier, was indeed a convincing win. They were total outstanding. They were phenomenal. They were sensational. But this time they are struggling. I believe they have made their Waterloo, or maybe the comeback ever in the history of this competition.
And then a total fair score to the GTC side. But then let's just see, it is not over. The referee final whistle there. GTC side are just been powerless at this point in time. Then a devastated moment. Anyway, from now, I think the Stella Maris and the Baptist High School will be just doing what they know how to do best, taking back 1992 riot in Port Harcourt town. Hey, it will happen again.
Edwin Chima, Ayawo, aka Sunfly, try to progress, but now to go for the ball there. He gets Solomon, went to the money, the big man there, the money to Denix. And a build up there, could be a goal. He strikes 4 inches away from the upright. What a ballistic strike there.
That was a ferocious strike from Ounabo Green. So much precision. Of course, but the execution wasn't what he would have expected. But that was so thunderous. Ounabo Green, he has a knack for scoring long range strikes. And it's so nice to see him. So far so good, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing a wonderful encounter. It's been pyrotechnics all the way. We've seen high-octane football, swashbuckling, enterprising between the GTC side, Govt Technical College, and the Enitonnia. Of course, the center referee, Anokie Matthias, are just giving Dennis the Menace, a player that has scored 3 goals so far for the Enitonnia side. 4 goals, I beg your pardon, so far, a yellow card. Of course, he was swift to demonstrate to me a body correction because he knows that scoring goals is not easy. Nice interception from Northman there. Pivot George. Telepathic pass there. Obviously looking for Barrow Tobo. Nice header from Ofmeresima. And into the side. There go. Gets the punch to his strike. Nice possession of the ball by the Enitonnia, trying to take play. They are statistically winning. And everything seems to be going their way. It's been always traffic. Shinda Kaka. Shinda Kaka. What a pass. What a telegraphic pass.
Yeah, some flash that run outwards. He tried to run in and give it a jab, but then he misanticipated the ball, and the reason why the ball went out of play. And the ball rolled to touch, will be a free already taken, and it's going to be time for GTC to also recoup and build up, at least to give us a consolation goal, or maybe get something by the end of the day.
Of course, don't forget, in less than 3 days, we'll be seeing the African Cup of Nations, 35th edition, take center stage in Morocco. And the Super Eagles will be aiming to win it the 4th time. Let's see if they can win it. Of course, the first time they won it was in 1980, when the likes of the Chief Justice of Nigerian football, Anokie Matthias, was part of that setup. Not also forgetting, the second time they won it was in 1994, Clemens Westernoff was the coach then, by the likes of Finidi George. And the last one is in 2013 as the central referee have just put his hand into his pocket again. And giving that player the jersey number 5 for the GTC side a yellow card. You know, a lot of nerves, a lot of emotions. But I must really applaud our team of referees. They have really maintained a very high level of professionalism in making sure they apply the 17 words of the game to the best of their knowledge. So far so good, ladies and gentlemen. For the Nigerian team going to the AFCON, couple of days back they played a friendly match against the Pharaohs of Egypt where they lost by 2-1. And let's see if they can win this time. Dennis puts up his man. And he turns, that's the strike there. And it's gone wide and to Liverpool.
And going to be a goal kick, but we'll have Dennis, who actually is right on the ground there running in pain. And I believe the center referee perceived that to be simulation. I guess he perceived that to be simulation, and that is why the call he was expecting the referee to actually make was not done. Because we saw that one there, that guy didn't go for him. He actually went on the ground, but then he wasn't a high lifted foot. Neither was it a rash challenge on him. And I think the center referee is right with that call. It was a simulation. He actually did, and now Enitonnia, beautiful the owner up there. What a nice engineer process there for the Enitonnia. They have a very good midfield combination. Play cohesively and also very fluid. Enitonnia to Dumali. They will be to there to Denix. The restless water was done well to his credit there to pull 4 goals so far in this competition. And now we have him in the middle there. Ball coming through. Edwin Chimaya who X really want the surprises I'm seeing here. Well, no doubt, he is actually fit because according to the dictator of the game, referees have a number of, at least a certain number of distance they must cover during their test, and that is why you see Edwin running very, very clumsy and never getting tired. And there's going to be a rush one there on that certain GTC. Dennis with a rush challenge and a complaining. That's one of our own colleagues, Sports Mama from Arax TV, arriving the scene. Mom, you're welcome. You're welcome. I know you have been here all this while, but then I'm just putting you right now. You're welcome, Sports Mama.
Of course, we have George Olinos, the welfare officer of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria. Talking about Ambassador Fina Injaku, who is just making an iconic entrance. Because she happens to be the welfare officer of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria. You're welcome. Also, we have just walking majestically to the high table, talking about the wife of the chairman of the LOC, of the Great Minds Grassroots Development and Sports Initiative, talking about the wife of Sir Engineer Promise Alabere, Madam Ebimina Promise Alabere. You're welcome.
You're welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Behind every man is a vicious.
Dr. Ebimina Promise Alabere, please welcome. Of course, it's not easy for a woman to attain the highest echelon when it comes to the academia.
Academic prowess.
I wanted to meet such a very important, profile of hers. Once again, welcome back to the field of play. The Enitonnia now possessing the ball. Don't forget they are winning. That's a good run from that man there. So to tip his moment number 3. And that's a good shot from Engineer Johnson Solomon, who happens to be the Secretary General of the F Agitators Forum in Akwa Ibom State. We call him Joker F.
Joker F there with that shot on target. But 94 was denied by the goalkeeper for GTC. And now the ball starts. And ladies and gentlemen, the whistle just gone down to bring this.